Got to say that when I first started this 80-20 training block, I didn't envisage it ending this way. Well, COVID has reared its ugly head again here in Queensland, and we're currently in a 3-day lockdown. Wearing the buff tonight for my run. Acts as carrying a mask, which we have to do at all times now when we're outside. Luckily we can still exercise, but unfortunately the Gold Coast Marathon that was to be held this weekend has been cancelled, which means that I won't be doing that 10-kilometre race as part of the 80-20 training block. Disappointing, but we'll talk about that in a little bit, about the cancellation of the Gold Coast Marathon, and also what I plan to do with that 10k. We'll go for a run first, and we'll chat along the way. Oh, struggling to find any rhythm today in this run. Early days, eh? Like I was saying, Gold Coast Marathon, it's been cancelled this weekend. The email came through on Tuesday, and really for me, the organisers had no alternative really. In the end, the right decision was made, and well done to the organisers too for making an early decision to cancel it. I really feel for all those runners who have put in so many months for the half marathon and the marathon, and then to have the rug pretty much pulled from underneath you with a few days to go is heartbreaking. But safety first, guys. Hope everyone is staying safe out there, doing the right things. There's other events, we just got to move on. Even though lockdown is meant to finish at 6 o'clock on Friday, which is today when you're watching this video. I'll just move around so I'm out of this sun a little bit, so I'm not looking straight into it. I think that the organisers really made the right call, gave everyone some extra days to maybe fix accommodation and stuff like that had been booked. Really feel for the accommodation houses and all the restaurants and so forth, and all those businesses on the Gold Coast. It's really unfortunate that we had to go into lockdown, but we just got to do what we've got to do to get through this COVID period. Disappointing for me to miss that 10k race, but oh look, it's the world we live in these days, isn't it, guys? That these things are going to jump up and from time to time, and we've just got to deal with them the best we can. Chin up, everyone. There'll be other events, there'll be other days, and we'll all get to race together real soon, I'm sure. We'll just get through this lockdown period and keep moving forward, because that's all we can really do. So let's keep going and on this run, and in a little while I'll talk about what I'm going to do with this 10 kilometres race that was going to be the culmination of the 80-20 training block. I've got a few things in mind how I can sign off on this training block, so we'll talk about those in a little bit. In the meantime, let's keep running. Got to say that when I first started this 80-20 training block, I didn't envisage it ending this way, but we pivot, we change things up, and we roll with the punches. I got to do this 10k on the weekend, not knowing whether we're going to continue with the lockdown or whether we're coming out of it, so I just need to make some plans. A couple of things I have in mind. truck just goes past. Firstly, it's doing a 10k time trial by myself. That's one alternative, and another alternative is that Matt, who you've seen here several times on the channel, has offered to pace me through the 10k. He ran a below 38 a few weeks ago, so he'd be ideal to pace me towards the goal, which I'm going to go through in a second. So there's the two alternatives, and that'll bring down the curtain on the 80-20 training block. Now, goals for this 10k, the A goal is to beat the 40, I think it was 40-26 that I did as part of the MAF training block. If you've been following the channel, guys, you know that I'm doing the Project MAF or 80-20, which is better for my running, and did 5 and 10 kilometre races in the MAF, and I've done the same with the 80-20s, and the 10k on the weekend will be the culmination. So the A goal is to beat that time from the MAF. 40-26 was on a pretty hilly course. Hopefully can go under that 40-26. The real ultimate goal would be to get as close to 40 minutes as possible. I did that 19:26 over 5k at parkrun last Saturday. Doesn't really put me in probably 40-minute territory, but gonna go out, give it a crack, see what happens, get as close as I can to that 40-minute barrier. All right, I'm going to finish this run off now, guys. Head home. Hope wherever you are, you're safe, you're healthy, you're running well, and everything is good in life. I'm going to sign off, and I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Oh, and if you've made it all the way through, I'll just let this car go. And this one as well. And if you've made it all the way through to the end of this video, really do appreciate you watching. Give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, really helps the channel. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber to the channel. Leave a comment. Must be peak hour, must be close to 5 o'clock. Leave a comment, share this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hooroo.
you.